the Badge. Brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Welcome back. Anytime someone saves another person's life, they have quite a story to tell.
Yes, indeed. Well, a Weber County Sheriff's Sergeant happens to have 3 of those tales, and he shares them with ABC4's Rick Aaron in tonight's Behind the Badge report.
Sergeant Tyler Greenhalgh tells me that he was simply in the right places at the right times. But what he's too humble to say is that when he was in those places, he knew exactly what to do and that he had to do it quickly. As a former Eagle Scout and a Roy High School football player, Sergeant Greenhalgh knows all about preparation. Back when he was a deputy and an EMT, one day he responded to a young boy who was stuck in the middle of the Weber River.
He had got stranded on some debris that had accumulated right in the middle of a rapid.
With no rope and no time to waste, Greenhalgh tied some baling twine around his chest and plunged into the raging river.
Had a sergeant and another deputy holding on to the baling twine while it was tearing into me, and I picked up the kid and was walking back across the river and stepped in a hole and went under, and the current pushed us to shore. But I ended up getting a life-saving award for saving the kiddo, and then the sergeant and the deputy ended up getting a life-saving award for saving me and him as we got kind of taken downriver.
Another time, then Deputy Greenhalgh raced to a call that put his CPR skills to the test.
An autistic gentleman was choking on cornbread to the point where he stopped breathing, and jumped in and was just very hands-on with the medics. I wouldn't give up on CPR because I was just kind of committed at that point, and that's why I told him, I says, you guys do what you got to do. I'll just keep going. And
that earned Greenhalgh his 2nd life-saving medal, but it was the 3rd that impacted him the most. In 2012, he arrived at a house in Washington Terrace on a call of an unresponsive 2-week-old baby.
I just had this little infant that just preemie just laying on the table and was just not the right color. You could tell he wasn't breathing. He jumped right in and started doing CPR. And as I was doing CPR, I felt the heart just like take off like a rocket. And then as I was pushing, and every so often I could feel him actually kind of pushing back as far as his breaths go.
Little Easton Van Dyke had started breathing on his own. The next day, Greenhalgh visited him at Primary Children's Hospital, and every year on February 15th, the two get together to celebrate Easton's birthday.
It's neat to see him kind of growing up and getting into sports and just, you know, going from not breathing to being this. I mean, I literally could hold him in one hand, and to seeing him, he's getting to be a pretty big kid and doing really well.
Recently, Sergeant Greenhalgh has been focusing on emotional rescues. After one of his colleagues committed suicide, he started the Weber County Sheriff's Department's first ever chaplain program to provide support to fellow officers, plus victims and their family members. For Behind the Badge, I'm Rick Aaron, ABC4 News.
All right, thank you, Rick. Well, to see more Behind the Badge stories or to nominate a first responder for Rick to profile, just head to our website, abc4.com/badge.